Hello. Now we're going to take a look at change requests. So we'll go into the project dashboard, and first we'll go into project setup, just to remind you of the sign off section where I put in the details of those people that would sign off should the project need additional funding or additional time. So if we come out of there, we go into the project dashboard, the documents, change requests. You don't have to know any of that really, because I would design your dashboards to be bespoke to you, so they may not have the same layout at all. Now in this document you go to the first blue box, as you do with my documents, and you enter it. I've put some reasons for change as examples of what you could do. Reason for change a narrative. I'm going to say this is an issue resolution because due to errors in the wallpapering we have run out of wallpaper. Now it's asked for project plan number. Now of course I realised that this was happening when I reviewed the project plan, and I've made a note of the number, and it is 1.3.2. Again, cross-referencing between sheets. You have to put something in. I can't make it know exactly what you're talking about, but the project plan reference number, that's all you need to remember or write down, or have the project plan open on a different screen. But by doing this, now it's in there, it's linked. Anybody else who reviews your change requests can see exactly what item was changed and why. Change description for the funding, I'm going to put we want to purchase 2 new rolls of wallpaper. And the funding amount, let's say they're £50. And where's it sourced for? Well, I can't invoice the client, it was my mistake, so it's going to be an internal transfer. And I can authorise it because I am the person who can authorise £50. Let's make it though £1,000. Now it's Sophie. Now if it was me, I might want to say sending funding authorisation email. No, don't need to, it's just me. And I could say that with Sophie. I could say no, let's not do that, I've already spoken to Sophie, she's aware. But for audit purposes, maybe you'd want her to. There is an audit in here. You can view the cell history and you can see that I said no, I don't need to send an email, it's already authorised. It says when I said that. So for an audit trail, I want to say yes, send an email. I want an email in here saying that Sophie has been told and asked for authorisation. Now you do the exact same again for time. And we could say a few days and I can authorise it, but let's say it's going to take 50 days. Oh, Freddie's got to authorise that. So let's say, yep, we're going to send Freddie an email as well. And then we save. And then we have a look. Now the good thing with this system is it's got a function in that if it's the same emails, it'll only send one. So say that you had Sophie in there and Sophie in there. She's not going to get 2 separate emails, one for the time, one for the money. And because Sophie and Freddie in this instance have the same email, my email, they will get the one email together. And here it is. So there you go, this has just come in. And as you can see, a change request has been submitted to alter the project by 50 days, revise the funding by 1,000. For an issue resolution to purchase new wallpaper and hang the paper. Now if we open the request, this information is then repeated and then we can authorise it. So funding, authorised. And I can make a comment such as just this once, get it right this time. Time authorisation, authorised. But I'm not going to make a comment on that, I don't need to, and I'm going to submit it. So there we go, that's the response to the email that was sent out by that system. So if we now go back to the Smartsheet section, we'll look in the change request again and we'll see. Have a look. And yes, funding authorisation has been authorised, and there's my note and the time, but I didn't leave a note there. Now if I'd been mean and I'd declined, that section would have turned red, but not that, that was authorised. Decline it, that turns red. And yes, I'm able to change what has happened, but again, if we save the document and we look at the cell history, you can see that it was authorised by that email at this time and date, and then Sharon changed it. Naughty, naughty. So there you go. You've got the audit trail of what email address, date and time when that was authorised. So we'll put it back to authorised, because this will come into play with other documents. But this is it for the change requests, and I hope you will view the other document demonstrations. Thank you.